Okay, real quick, skip to this if you just want to get the video started, but like I just want to have this quick talk on Sailor Moon because I think it's just hilarious. So me and the anime trainer yesterday on Twitter, we were just talking about how like OP the Sailor Scouts are, and then of course the topic of like could they beat Goku come in, and it was just like, well, it's not even a contest, and so everyone got upset that like there's no way the freaking Sailor Scouts can beat the Z Fighter and all this stuff. But then like it's just people have not read the manga to Sailor Moon, so they don't accurately know how OP this girl is. Like magical girls are busted, all right? Seriously. Like all the stuff Zeno can do, freaking Omni King, she makes that look like a hat trick in the manga. It's ridiculous. Like they are just so ridiculously OP. And so all these people started just like, they ain't that strong. And then they started looking it up and they were just like, when the hell did this bitch get this strong? And I think that's hilarious that so many people were just sleeping on my girl Sailor Moon. Cause like I remember I was that kid too. When I was a kid, I got into a big argument about like, there's no way in hell Sailor Moon could beat Goku. I remember being a teenager and then my friend brought up, she was like, look at this. And I was just like, this is just unfair. Why are they this strong? And so like it cracked me up that so many other people are seeing this for themselves. I just wanted to say that really quickly before I start this video off. It has nothing to do with the rest of the video. It just cracked me up so much that how many people were just like, what? Are you serious that strong? Read the manga to Sailor Moon, people. It'll really change your perspective. Read the manga. Yo, dudes and dudettes, your friendly neighborhood JaxBlade is back with another video for y'all today. Sorry I've been gone for a while, but you'll find out why I was gone for a while when something comes out in May. But follow me on my Instagram and Twitter accounts, you'll all know all that coming. But for today, I just want to talk to you about physical fitness transformations, especially in media, because me as a personal trainer for the last over a decade now, wow, okay, that's amazing to say. But being a personal trainer for so long, I've actually helped thousands of people transform their physiques to be more aesthetic, more athletic, and just feel more confident about themselves. So whenever I see a character in media transform themselves gradually over the course of the series, I love it. Like as a trainer, the trainer in me generally loves seeing that like thing. And I know it's that whole thing of like the art style changing, but like some artists actually add details of like, no, they've gotten more muscular and we're gonna show how muscular they've gotten. But real talk, I think that's why I've always been gravitated a bit more towards anime heroes rather than mainstream superheroes. I still love my mainstream superheroes. I still love my Spider-Man and my Batman and all that, of course. But like, it's always just like a blessing for them. Besides the Bat family, everyone in the Bat family trains hard as hell, so I love everyone in the Bat family. But like, for most mainstream superheroes, like, what is it pretty much? Like, think of Spider-Man.
Oh God, I've been bitten by a radioactive spider. I wonder what will—
Gain train, baby! I wonder what will transpire now that my body has been injected with these superhero steroids. Gain train, baby!
Oh damn, because of the yellow sunlight and the gift of my alien biochemistry.
Mega OP gain train, baby!
Thankfully, we got characters like the Bat family who like are always constantly training, and that's motivation in itself. And I still love the mainstream superheroes, but I think this is just why I've always loved anime heroes a bit more, because it's like we see the grueling hard work they put in. They're constantly just pushing themselves to the limit all the time with their training, and then their bodies just get more and more muscular, and it's just like, yo, this is hype. I love this. As a trainer, I just freaking get ecstatic every time I see that. So for this series, what I'm going to be looking at is just how realistic like the transformations are for some of these characters, because like, you know, there are some characters where the artist does like make them more muscular, but it's just like, when did that even happen? I'm looking at you, Takeda Oma. But then there are some characters where it's just like, no, that was a gradual build. That was a gradual build up. So I freaking love that. Also, PS, I did a full series of this for a couple years ago, back when Dragon Ball FighterZ first came out, and I did it for all of the main Z fighters. So if you want like a more in-depth look, just go watch the playlist wherever it's at on the side. Yep, go check that out after this. So as a trainer, what I'll be looking at is them at the start of the series to them how they currently look now. And so it's sort of like my Would That Work Out series, where I use my knowledge of personal training and exercise science to break down how effective a character's training would be if attempted in real life, but like on a much toned down scale. It's sort of like my other series where like I analyze the training and see how effective that would be if like it would either help you or kill you, which is actually making a comeback sometime in the next couple weeks, and you can just watch them in the card below. And then also we're going to be measuring like how well they followed the 3 leg stool of fitness and all that jazz. And if you don't know what that is, just like follow the card. You know what? As a matter of fact, just make yourself nice and comfortable on my channel. You're welcome here, boo-boo. You know, I got tons of great content for you. So hit that subscribe button and that bell icon. You know, just have a good little marathon for yourself, all right? You won't be bored, I promise. So first up, let's look at the icon himself, Goku. Again, I did an entire video on this because I did all the Z fighters and broke down in depth, so we won't spend too much time on this, but I really like how Goku's body did adapt gradually over the series. Like the boy started off as like this little tubby little kid, you know, just going through life, like just working with his grandpa, doing various karate work, and then like over the course he started doing like, you know, a lot more physical training when he got with Roshi, a lot more calisthenic work, a lot more like strongman training, and then like gradually built up to like when he was 18 years old and his body is like super like actually chiseled, looks really well built as an 18-year-old. He has like a great physique, and then like gradually because of that he just constantly keeps training and training, doing all the handstand push-ups and doing all the weighted like gravity chamber gains and stuff like that, getting all those gains. And then like you just see him get more and more progressively buff throughout the series before like in, you know, at the end of Z and also in like in Super and stuff like that, he like toned down and became more lean and athletic. But I really liked that whole aspect of just seeing Goku go here, and then just like, you know, get super buff, then cut down. Because like there are people who do that. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger did that in real life, even though he was on juice, but that's a different topic, different day. Watch my other video. I love this. I think it's amazing. I love the fact that you always see Goku sleeping, eating enough to repair his muscles, and just constantly just working his ass off all the time. Like if you were in love with working out and you've been working out since you were 12 years old, like it would mean no shock to me like if your body was just that freaking ripped as an adult. Now probably not like Z level because they're like 2-3% body fat or something like that, but like definitely if you worked out that long and love working out, I would be not surprised. So that's actually super realistic, especially with those freaking Saiyan enhancements. Like those Saiyan enhancements, that's just like a whole bunch of SGH pushing your body. Saiyan growth hormone, not human growth hormone, because Saiyans, you know, they're just how they are. So that is just absolutely impressive to me. And you know what, if I had to give him a rating, I would probably give it like a 5 out of 5 in the transformation scale, because that is just absolutely incredible. He constantly works out, he's constantly best. He's the ideal god of like anime fitness in my eyes, and I think he's just absolutely just awesome, perfect, my main inspiration, love him to death, can't wait to do his stuff like the tunes. Next up, let's look at Kenichi Shirahama from Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Now what I like about Kenichi is when we first see him, he starts off as like this, like, you know, kind of twig boy. Like he's just like a skinny average high school student. And then throughout the training, like all the stuff he does at Ryu Senpaku, all the calisthenics, all the karate, all the martial arts training, all the drills, all the shadow boxing, all the heavy bag work, all the stuff. And then like having Miyu cook those like nice meals, and also having Akisame repair any injuries on the spot so he doesn't like, you know, get hindered for too long. It makes so much sense that his body would just like gradually get more and more muscular. And I love there's even a chapter where Akasami calls him out and it's just like, your body should be looking like this by now, but you're eating like this and you're not getting enough sleep and blah 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 blah. And I love that. As a trainer, I freaking love that entire scene. That is amazing. So the whole thing with Kenichi right now, I absolutely love how muscular he got, and at the end of the series we only see like a muscular forearm, so he's probably the size of like, you know, not Akisame, the freaking Elder, yeah, the Elder, and then of course, you know, like Shiosakagi and Apachai and stuff like that. He's probably around their size at the end, which is really cool, like if you got that size. So I love this. I love his transformation, because like you gradually see him get more and more chiseled. It's just like, oh, he's got abs. Oh, he's got muscularity here. Oh, his muscles are chiseled right here. Like the artist actually took time to be like, no, he's getting more and more muscular from all this training. So I love that. Really, really love that. And I gotta give this, you know, I don't think I'll give this rating. This is just the first episode, folks, so I'm just seeing how this goes. Like, I wonder how I can do this, because honestly, I think this is a really amazing transformation, because like he worked his ass off and he's gotten to this point, and it's just something that's super realistic if you were actually to do this sort of training every single day and eat the way he does, especially with newbie gains blessing his body. So yeah, this is just phenomenal. Like he went from skinny twig boy to this big buff like He-Man, and then the ripped guy in the middle. So that is freaking amazing, super realistic, love it. Number 3, gotta give my boy Usopp some love, the god. I haven't talked about Usopp enough on this channel, so let me do this right now. So I like the fact that Usopp started off as like a skinny guy, just like a normal average guy who's just a master marksman, and then like got with the straw hats, went to that island, became just fat as hell. Like he just started eating nothing all the time because it's a food island, so he started doing that all the time. And then he just started working out to look how he does now. And he's not like super jacked, but he is like super built. Like he's like a guy, he's got some like, you know, he's got some weight on, he's got some size on him. The boy's got some gain city. So I love that about Usopp's transformation. Now, I can't say I know much about how he did it, because I know he started running a lot and he started training a lot on the island. I actually want to do like a breakdown of his training in the future. So I gotta say, the fact that he was able to take his body from this to this, like just the way it are, like that's how it looks, that is amazing to me. That is absolutely incredible that he was able to work out consistently over those 2 years and shrink himself from being morbidly obese to being like a lean athletic dude. Like that is just an accomplishment. There are people online who do that in real life, and it's just like, I got nothing but praise for you, Usopp. So you got to get some props for this. You know, I realized how many characters I wrote down for this. So, you know, I think I'm just going to do 5 for today and then just make this a series. Like I was going to do 10 originally, but I think I'll do 5. Yeah, I think I'll just do 5. So these 2 should be pretty good though, because I like talking about them. Next up, I gotta talk about my boy Deku Izuku Midoriya. All right, I love this boy because he's constantly training, and what I love is if you read the manga, like you can still see my boy transforming. He is still getting buffer and buffer along the way because he's constantly training. So I absolutely love this, because not only did he, you know, start off as a skinny kid, but he like started just doing all this extra weight training, all this carrying like stuff like a strong man, all this stuff for All Might's like work, and like then on top of that, like later on he does all this martial arts stuff in addition. So I love Deku. I love his training routine. I love the way he does it. I do think he should be getting more sleep. I do think actually if he was able to get more sleep, he would have gotten more out of the training, and so he probably wouldn't have been broken as easy. He still would have broke himself, no lie, but like I don't think he would be broken as easily, because like sleep is such an imperative point of your training that like not enough people take care of. Like if you were able to like sleep 10, like make that like one of your like biggest goals, like I'm gonna sleep like 10 hours a day and train like this amount, your gains would be like skyrocketing so much. Like that is one of my biggest problems, is just not sleeping enough. And I feel like if Deku was constantly like training like that but also getting adequate sleep, and even though there's just not enough time in the day because he's going to school and doing that stuff, I think he still made a really amazing transformation, but I feel like it would have been a bit more noticeable. Like he would have probably been a bit more bigger or something like that. He was able to sleep more, because like he was able to get super lean and muscular, but like his newbie gains could have let him like bulk up a bit more. But hey, he's good. He's making up for it right now. So gotta give my boy props on that. Definitely, I'd probably give him 4 out of 5 because he didn't sleep enough. He did not sleep enough when he was doing the training. Like I feel like everything about his training is really on point, and his physique, the way it looks, is super realistic for if you did that sort of training consistently, but he just was not getting enough sleep, and that is such a big deal to me. Even if you're younger, like the sleep is super important, especially when you're younger. It's like even more important to be argued if you're younger. So get your sleep, folks. That is super important. But I love Deku. I think the fact that he was able to train like that and then make himself like look like that is just, you know, chef's kiss. Good on you, boy. And to wrap up today's video, we're talking about my boy Baki Hanma. And remember, season 4 is coming out, not season 2. All right, you need to understand this. I know I say this so much that it's become like a freaking meme on my channel, but the one on Netflix is just season 3. You need to watch the first 2 seasons of Baki, which where he was fighting the Yasha Ape, he fought his dad, he fought in the Maximum Tournament, all of that, to fully appreciate the Baki on Netflix. Because if you just watch that Baki, you just be like, you don't even get a feel of why the main series is called Baki, all right? You don't. So watch that or read the manga. I just want to say that season 4 is coming, not season 2. Thank you. So anyways, let's look at Baki at the start of the series, because I'm going to be talking about those first 2 seasons. All right, so as a kid, he's super muscular, but it makes sense because his parents are rich. Like he literally his mom is like rich because Yujiro did some slick shit. And so like he is being able to be trained from childhood to adulthood in the best facilities, the best gym, the best nutrition, all of that, because his mom is so thirsty for Yujiro's dick that she's just like, okay, I want to give him the best of all the world, and I'm gonna train him to be this way. And it makes sense he would look like a freaking little Tarzan or a buffalo little Tarzan from how much training he does, all right? Because he's been training that long since he was a little kid with the best coaches and best nutrition. So, seems valid. Everything's valid here. Like, he would be, like, there are kids, like, I remember being in 8th grade and there was this kid who looked like freaking just a mini Arnold. Like, I don't know how, but he had some insane biceps and he was only 13 years old. And I remember just being like, what the heck do you do? And he was just like, oh, I just do a bunch of curls, man. And you know, some people's genetics just work like that, especially if he's got that Hanma bloodline in him. Like, his Hanma bloodline just makes him look like that. There are some people who just like bulk up like that just from various things. As a matter of fact, if you want to know more about kids and their training, watch my Gohan video here. Again, you're gonna have fun just being on my channel. You'll never get bored, trust me on that. So subscribe, hit that bell icon. But like, there's just so much I gotta add to that. Like, it is insane like how much you can accomplish, or how much like people's genetics play a role in how they can look and how muscular they become. So Baki's training all through the years to how he hulked up to his 18-year-old self now, that all makes so much valid sense. It really does. Like, it makes so much valid sense just from the amount he trains, the amount he sleeps, the amount he eats. Like, he eats like a freaking beast because he even had to, because when he was fighting the Yasha ape. And I think that is just fascinating. Like, I love seeing Baki's transformation of just gradually bulking up through the series. And then like every character's noticing like, he's gotten bigger, his back's gotten bigger. So yeah, I love this. I think it's great. He did everything on point from his training. Like, again, watch my With That workouts. You're gonna have fun on this channel. And yeah, just a ton of great stuff like that. I gotta give nothing but props to my boy Baki. He is a beast. Well, just do that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is gonna be a series, so don't worry if a character you notice like wasn't in the video, they'll probably be in the next video, because I have a whole list of them on my phone right here. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. And yeah, so definitely just thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that bell icon and subscribe. I'm going to be uploading a lot more consistently. Last couple weeks I was working on something that I'm going to be releasing in May, which I can't wait to release, but you'll just have to follow me on my Instagram at JaxBlade and my Twitter at JaxBlade Fitness to see what it is that I'm talking about. And yeah, thank you. If you made this far in the video, say hashtag Usagi washes Goku. Just hashtag Usagi washes Goku. Like, if you got that far in the video, like, just type that in the comments down below. It lets me know that the audience retention is doing good and everyone's been paying attention to the video so far. So thank you all so much for watching. I love this so much. But hope you enjoy the video. Be sure to subscribe, and remember, like I always say, keep calm, booyah on. Don't forget, moments high. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and you know, thank you for watching.